Hi, and welcome to Open Seating, the all-new restaurant talk show on the CW57. I'm your host, Brian Lee. My first guests today are from the Wonder Bar. This is Rick Shuffle, the manager, and that's Sean Bortz, the executive chef. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
So, longtime Madisonians, I think, know about both your building and the name Wonder Bar have a lot of historical value. Can you tell me about that?
Well, the restaurant bar was built in 1929 by a criminal by the name of Roger the Terrible Toohey. He was from Chicago. He was head of the North Side gang, and he was a Capone rival. And I think Capone gave him a message that he couldn't expand in Chicago anymore, so he set up his brother Eddie with the Wonder Bar. And they bootlegged out of there. There was a tunnel that led out the back. I think it was about 100 yards.
Yep.
And so if they saw any other gangsters or cops, they could escape out the back. And but the place was built like a fortress. It's a great building, and you could see that a gangster could hang out in there pretty easy.
Well, that reminds me, the movie Public Enemies with Johnny Depp was shot, in and around Madison a few years ago. Did that have any significance? Did you guys see a boost in sales or anything like that?
For sure.
Yeah, we got a lot more curiosity seekers, and once they get in, we got them. Once they have dinner there and enjoy the hospitality, then we'll see them again. But yeah, it jumped it up a little bit. Did
Johnny Depp stop by at all?
He did stop by.
Oh, really?
As a matter of fact, he had about 8 bodyguards with him, and he hung around for about 15 minutes and took a look at things and then headed out.
Oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool. I'm just curious that someone coming into your first time, what's something they're going to notice, really quick?
Well, I think they walk in and they see this the fireplace it's smack dab in the middle. It's original. It's beautiful, and
The flooring too.
yeah, the terrazzo flooring we uncovered.
Yeah, when we came in, it was a green carpet over it, and we lifted it up, and it was this beautiful Italian terrazzo flooring. So it's amazing.
So just wonderful atmosphere, huh?
Yeah, and the back bar is original yet. It's really quite a great building, and it kind of sits you down, and you want to kind of stick around, I think.
Cool. And Sean, you brought some food for us to try,
Absolutely,
right?
we're going to do some Chilean sea bass and some crab cakes.
That sounds good. We'll be sampling that when we come back.
Welcome to Chocolaterie Stam, a modern chocolaterie steeped in Dutch traditions. Since 1913, our family has been proudly handcrafting exceptional white milk and dark chocolate bonbons and other indulgent confections. A trip to Chocolaterie Stam is an experience like no other. Intoxicating scent of fresh truffles that fills the room, the inviting warmth of our cozy shops, and the exciting experience of selecting your own favorite sweets to take home and slowly explore. Sure, you've tasted chocolate before, but nothing better than this.
Welcome back. I've been salivating this whole time. This is just outstanding. Sean's going to be cooking, and Rick's going to be in the back making drinks. Is that right?
You bet.
All right, Sean. So what do you have?
Well, to start, we got our homemade crab cakes. We start with a jumbo lump crab, which is some of the best crab you can buy. We use 2 different mustards. We use a Creole mustard and a stone ground mustard. We've got parsley in there. We've got a little panko, some peppers, green and red, and then I got some of my spice rub that sorry guys, can't give it to you. And so what we do is we cook it on one side until it's nice and brown, flip it over, and then at the restaurant we finish it in the oven. And then to plate it, we just do a little simple, we got some red pepper coulis here. That's how it's made. And then we take a little of the parsley pesto, throw that in there. And we're going to plate our crab cake. And we finish it off with just a little pepper. A little parsley for color, and there you go, sir.
Wonderful.
And then our second dish here is our Chilean sea bass, which is really popular on our menu. We're pretty fortunate. I've known my fish guy for 12 years now, and he understands what I need and what I like. So if it's not even up to quality, he won't even send it to me. So basically what we start with is just an 8-ounce fillet of the sea bass, skinned.
Oh, that's massive, man.
Yeah, it's a nice piece, but and then we put a little secret spice on there, a little lemon water, a little butter, fried up in the pan. Then once again in the restaurant, we finish it in the oven. We just feel that's our fastest way there to keep up with the demand we have here.
Oh, I can't wait to try this.
And then what we have on top is a banana curry that is house made. Take some bananas, you smash them up, you take some fried onions and some curry. and it melts really nice on there.
And are these some of your more popular dishes?
These are some of the most popular ones, but we definitely, our favorite steak seems to be the Cowboy, which is a 23-ounce bone-in ribeye.
Oh, you know what I like about this crab cake? It's you guys are very generous with the crab. It's super meaty, hearty.
I believe in no filler. I mean, the crab is the star in this dish, so
I love that
let's
shaking
let it be a
sauce.
star, you know?
Yep. Oh.
And then the sea bass, I hope you enjoy that as well.
Oh, you know, it is very fresh. The curry is amazing because it's very bold and combines the softness of the banana. I like it.
Beautiful, beautiful, I'm glad.
Now, Rick, what do you got for me over there?
Well, you
Yeah,
know, I'm
Rick.
putting together a couple of cocktails here.
Can I grab this one?
You bet you can. That's our, that's the Wonder Bar Old Fashioned. It's made a brandy old fashioned sweet.
Oh, I love it. I just need wood paneling on this set, and I'd be all perfect.
Muddled a little sugar with the bitters and
Ooh, this martini looks
added
great.
some brandy and 7-Up, muddled again, and
Oh,
the martini, we call it a Dillinger. We just invented it. It's we're going to put it in our lineup down there at the Wonder Bar.
I love it. It's delicious, yet keeps you honest. I mean, you have a great job here. I get to sample this.
The Maker's Mark in there is the main push. So
Well, you know, guys, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for your time, and thank you for letting me sample your wonderful things. Again, this is Sean and Rick from the Wonder Bar,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
and we'll be right back.
Where do they get the energy? No running! Yes, I see you.
Honestly, it's fun for me just to watch them have fun.
Really?
Whether you are a kid or just want to act like one, welcome to Kalahari. And right now, we're welcoming you with our best deals at KalahariResorts.com/deals.
Grandma's gonna love this.
And welcome back. I'm now joined by Ken Galseth. He's the owner of the Coffee Cup in Stoughton. How are you, Ken?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for being here. Now, I'm curious. How'd you get in the restaurant biz?
Well, of course, like anybody else, you start when you're younger. I started when I was 14, washing dishes in a restaurant. Worked there for probably about 5 years. Pursued other opportunities, other careers. They didn't pan out, and I happened to see this Coffee Cup restaurant in Stoughton, and I was between jobs, so I needed a job. I went there, applied, they hired me. I said, I could do this. This is easy. Cooking? This is easy. And then one thing led to another, and next thing I know, here I am running it for 25 years now.
And it's not just you, right, running it?
No, I have a very lovely wife, Trish, and she helps me run it. She's the smart end of the brain. I'm the goof off. So.
I'm the same way, I know. So it has a history, the Coffee Cup, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does. It's the building is 1891. It was a men's clothing store until about 1906, and then it became a restaurant, or back then just a place you could go and eat and get something. And then it just went on from there. They were using the wood, coal to make their dinners and whatever they had to do prepare for the tobacco farmers, because Stoughton is a tobacco community. And every time an owner was in there, it'd be named like Bergies. That was one of the owners. And then until about 1960, a guy bought it and named it the Coffee Cup Restaurant. And it just took off from there. And then when I purchased it, I left the name alone because it was a good restaurant then. So I thought, if it's a good restaurant, it's got to have a good name. So I've been pretty happy.
And you guys see a lot of farmers then coming into your restaurant.
Oh yes, a lot of farmers. We're diversified with customers. We have mayor comes in, and you also have the farmers, and you have the professionals. Yeah, it's I tell you, you never have a problem if you need a contractor. Come to the Coffee Cup. There's somebody there.
Well, that's good. So it's a very homely, social atmosphere that you guys have there.
Yes, it is. It's the longest running restaurant, oldest and the longest running restaurant in the town of Stoughton. So, but it's well known for that, and generations of families just follow the footprint of everybody else, coming in there, from their grandkids to their babies and children. So it's a wonderful place.
I'm looking forward to trying your food when we come back.
Miller and Sons Supermarket, your family grocer in world-class stores. Main Street, Verona, and our new store in Mount Horeb. Be sure to check online for our weekly money-saving specials.
And we're back, and it's breakfast time. All right, Ken, what do we have right now?
Well, today I'd like to show you my famous recipe for the famous pancakes at the coffee cup.
Oh, is this something you guys are known for then?
Oh, yeah. We sell, I would say, about 65 gallons of pancake in a week.
My God.
So that's, but we make them plate size, you know, so the size of this plate, you know, that's a pancake. But we have a lot of ingredients that I want to share with you that you can kind of build your own pancake here today if you like. And I'll just kind of go through the ingredients that I make. It's a buttermilk pancake recipe. I always like to put the buttermilk in first, the liquid in first, and it's about a cup. This is something everybody can do at home. That's why I'm showing you. There's a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a cup of sugar, and about a cup of flour. Just put in there, kind of mix it around. The consistency you're looking for is not really thin. Thin is more like a crepe. You want to go like a medium, not too thick. You want to be able to see the batter sit on top of the batter and then kind of, well, it'll fold in. See, right now it's a little thick, but, oh, then we got to put an egg in there. Here, you want to put the egg in? Here you go.
Oh, okay. Nice. I like it. A little fake egg here.
Just see if you're paying attention. That's all I did that for. No. How's that pancake coming?
It's nice. I got chocolate chips, strawberries, and you know what? I'm going to be a little weird and put some sausage in here too.
Oh yeah, that sausage link you just cut up and you can, instead of a pig's in a blanket, it's basically the bacon in the pig or something like that.
Oh yeah, sweet and salty.
You bet. That's what makes it good. See,
So
now you can take a look at this consistency. It's about where you want it. But that's the secret recipe at the coffee cup anyways.
So you were saying you go through a lot of gallons of this.
Yes.
How about everything else? Eggs, sausage?
Eggs, we go about, let's see here, you got 20 cases and there's 15 dozen in a case, so what's that, 2,400 a week?
Lots of eggs.
But we also do baking, so that takes up eggs too. But yeah, it's about 2,400 a week for a small restaurant because we only have like 75 seats. But we pack them in there.
And you guys do more than just breakfast. Of
Oh,
course.
yes. It's a full-service restaurant. We do alcohol. We do wine, beer. We have Bloody Marys. We have brandy old fashions. I do prime rib. I do fish fries. I get into gourmet. I do shrimp scampi, anything.
So full service all the way
Full
around.
service,
Yeah.
you bet, and good service.
Now, can I try that pancake here?
Well, if you want to try that one, this one looks like it's almost ready to
I hate
flip, but
to
go ahead.
destroy
you want
this
syrup,
beautiful
butter?
CW on it, but no, that's okay.
Yeah, I did that just for you guys.
That's beautiful.
It's a buttermilk pancake, and
I like it. It's light, fluffy. Even without syrup, it's really good.
well, I'm glad. That's what it's all about.
And okay, now, do you want me to flip this?
You can try it. Let's try it.
Am I going to make a complete fool of
well,
myself?
that's fine. No, it's not going to be ready to flip, so, but just try it. Oh, it looks pretty close.
Okay.
Not too bad, not
All
too
right.
bad.
I got a position in your place, right?
You're hired.
Ken, I appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much
That's
for your
my
time.
pleasure.
And we will be right back after this.
Any journey worth taking starts with start your journey by taking your first step with Tempo Dance.
Hi again. I'm joined now by Eric Irwin. He's the owner of Firehouse Subs on Mineral Point Road in Madison. How are you, Eric?
I'm fantastic.
I'm glad you could join us.
Absolutely.
So, Firehouse Subs is not just any sub shop. I mean, there's a big story behind your brand, right?
Absolutely. We are the real deal. We were founded in 1994 in Jacksonville, Florida by two firefighting brothers, Chris and Robin Sorensen. They have decades and decades of firefighting heritage. And all our stores celebrate the local fire station, which we do in both Mineral Point and on Emil Street. And we are genuine and the original deal.
So, former firefighters opened a sub shop, huh?
Yes, sir.
And now there's this Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation. What is that about?
Our Public Safety Foundation, Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation, was founded And right after Hurricane Katrina, Chris and Robin actually went out there to feed first responders. They got home and they thought about it and came up with the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation. We've raised over $6.8 million to date. We raise money in the restaurants by selling pickle buckets, keep them out of the landfills, and these are $2 each. And we also have the Roundup program where we round each order up. And coming up in October is Fire Safety Month, and we'll be selling medallions for $1 and $5 each. And the restaurant on Mineral Point raises about $1,000 each and every month. We just had a local donation in the McFarland Fire Department for $5,000 for life-saving equipment. So
wow, that's
we
great.
are really fired up about the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation.
And those donations will probably increase because you have another location opening up, right?
We do. Thanks for bringing that up. We first location is Mineral Point, just east of the Beltline, and the second location is right at Fish Hatchery, just north of the Beltline, 1403 Emil Street. We opened 2 weeks ago. It's going quite well. We also have a kiosk in Camp Randall where we are selling subs as well. I'd like to invite everybody out for our grand opening on October 13th. We're going to have Barry Alvarez and Coach Anderson there, along with my partners, Don Davey, who played for the Badgers for 4 years, and along also with the Packers. And my partner, Scott Anthony. Bucky Badger will hopefully make an appearance. We'll have the Bucky Wagon, hopefully the cheer squad.
That's an all-star cast, huh?
It definitely will be an all-star cast.
Well, thank you so much. I look forward to our next segment to eat.
Keurig has a wide variety of gourmet coffee and tea to choose from. Keurig is the way to brew fresh, delicious coffee in under a minute.
Way to brew.
So with Keurig, every cup tastes like it's brewed just for you. Because it is. Brew what you love. Simply Keurig.
It's getting hot and steamy in here, but in a good way. All right, Eric, so what do we have right now?
All right. Well, first I have my faithful assistant, Bobby Irwin, and she's my wife and training store manager at our Mineral Point location. I also want to encourage you to go to the Emil Street location, see Daryl Nichols and Garrett Hudson. Today we are going to be preparing a hook and ladder. A hook and ladder is named after a fire truck. It's our #1 combo, and it's our #1 seller in the United States at our 668 different Firehouse Subs restaurants across the United States. It's smoked turkey breasts, melted Monterey Jack, and Virginia honey ham, and it comes fully involved. Fully involved is mayonnaise, onion, tomato, lettuce, deli mustard, and of course, a kosher dill pickle.
I can't wait to try it. Now I see some hot sauce there.
Absolutely. We have over 50 different hot sauces on display, rated from 1 to 10. The 10 you want to be very careful with, and we also have our Coca-Cola Freestyle.
So if you get too hot, you can quench that.
Absolutely. Coca-Cola Freestyle fountain with over 120 different brands at Firehouse Subs. This is our big point of differentiation. Bobby, why don't we go ahead
I can't wait to try this.
Prepare the hook and ladder. We steam all our meats and cheeses. This brings out the flavor of the meat and it melts the cheese.
This is what makes you guys different.
Absolutely. What makes us very unique. We also only use USDA choice beef. Of course, this is turkey and ham today. Virginia honey ham and smoked turkey. We use a whole muscle meat, meaning that's nothing's processed. It comes in whole meat. We slice it fresh every day. We locally source all the produce. And as we see Bobby putting the sandwich together, oh, it is quite delicious. And this is our true point of differentiation, is the steaming process. Hot and just it creates such a crave that you'll be there every single day.
Man, you sold me like 5 minutes ago. I'm ready to take a bite right here. All right, thanks, Bobby.
All right.
Oh, that's good, man. I can see why that's your best seller.
Fantastic.
Super juicy, but in a good way. Very tasty, flavorful. You bite and just explodes in your mouth.
Absolute. It's a taste explosion.
What are some of the other subs that are familiar?
Well, we have
or popular, I mean.
Bobby's favorite is the New York Steamer. It's corned beef, pastrami, marinated in Italian dressing with melted provolone. and it comes with mayonnaise and deli mustard. Our sub sizes are 8 and 12 inches approximately, medium and large. Combos are chips and a drink. And again, we locally source all our produce, slice our meat fresh every day, and all our cheese comes from the great state of Wisconsin.
That's good. And before we end the segment here, you guys cater too, correct?
We do. We have party platters. We deliver for anything over $50, and we can feed your entire crew of 10 people or more for less than $5 each.
Well, this would be a great party head, and even the other sub you talked about. And you know what? When I come to the store, bring it on with the number 10.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go all the way. Thank you guys so much for your time, and thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
And we'll be right back.
She's a TV phenomenon, a self-made businesswoman, and now she's taking on talk.
So let's get into it! How crazy is this?
Real talk, no limits. Bethany.
Alliances can shift. Before they do, Mary needs to win the prince's heart. What have you seen, Nostradamus?
She will cost Francis his life.
Rain, series premiere Thursday, October 17th.
All right, I'm happy to be joined now by Justin Gibson. He's the president and co-founder of Von Fass. How are you today, man?
Really good, Brian. Thank you very much for having me on.
Thanks for being here. So, for the viewers who aren't familiar with your store, what do you sell?
Well, we sell specialty oils, vinegars, spirits, and wine. We really aim to recreate the Mediterranean experience of sampling, savoring, and incorporating the Mediterranean diet into your American life.
Oh, and that's at a perfectly popular time right now, huh?
It really is.
So we were talking backstage, and you were saying that when you were a graduate student studying in Germany, that's how you discovered Von Fass. So how did you bring it to Madison? I mean, what were you thinking?
After discovering it, it was such a wonderful experience, and I was able to get such great products for myself and my family. I really wanted to bring that experience to the U.S. and share it with others. And so I worked with my father, and we co-founded Von Fass in the U.S. About 6 years ago now. And it's been a great experience, and it's really been wonderful, honestly, sharing that experience I had there with others here and seeing people's eyes light up and their worlds expand.
Well, you are sharing it with more and more people because Madison's the base of your U.S. operations, and you guys are franchising across the country, correct?
We are. We are continuing to find, we're continuing actually expansive growth throughout the country this year, and we've had great success with that. We really enjoy finding new entrepreneurs who really want to bring the Mediterranean experience and lifestyle to their own community. And we've had a great time and have many great partners and are really looking to continue to work with more people who are looking for a great opportunity and something they enjoy.
Well, that's wonderful. And I just want to go back a subject too, just to make sure people know that when they come into your store, they shouldn't be shy. I mean, you're meant to sample things in your store, correct?
It's a lot more fun to taste.
Yes, and so that includes the spirits side too, right?
It does, and that's one thing that definitely shocks a lot of people is you get to sample, 30-year-old scotches and, fun liqueurs and wines, and you can do it anytime, any day.
And you said scotches and anything else?
Scotches, specialty liqueurs, aged balsamics. We have Armagnacs, cognacs, a lot of
So quite the selection, huh?
Very much so.
Well, thank you, Justin. I'm looking forward to trying some of your foods in the next section. We'll be right back.
America Now is coming with co-hosts Lisa Gibbons and Bill Rancic.
With the news you can really use.
Don't miss out on the life-changing stories and information you really need to know.
Our correspondents are crossing the country to find new and better ways to save you money.
And save you time.
Maybe even save your life.
America Now is coming September 9th, delivering
important information you can't afford to miss.
America Now.
And welcome back. What a display here, huh, Justin?
Thank you.
All right, man. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us.
Well, we have a very unique dish today. It's going to be ceviche, which is a South American dish. It's very unique. It actually uses the acidity from generally lime juice, and in this case, we're actually going to bring in some of our unique vinegars into the mix of it. And it uses actually the acidity from those to cook the fish instead of actually cooking it like in an oven or something like that. It's actually the acidity of the vinegar and the lime that will actually cook the salmon for us.
I can't wait to see it.
So it's actually very, very simple, which is one of the things I really like about it. First, of course, is to cook the salmon. It does take a bit, but first we're going to marinate it in the juices. Put the salmon in there, and then the rest is just going to be some lime juice and some orange juice, and then our calamansi vinegar, which I'll get to in just a second. I won't squeeze all the limes here right in front of us today, but you'd squeeze out about a half cup of lime juice, and you add that to the ceviche. And then we'll take a half cup of orange juice as well.
And that sweetens it up a bit, huh?
Exactly. Keeps the sweetness in, it releases the juices of the fish. And one of the important things is to make sure we're getting a full covering of the fish to make sure it's all cooked. You know, if some of it's sticking out of the juices, it's not going to have that acidity to cook it.
So this is pretty interesting. You guys are using vinegar with this.
It adds a real unique flavor. It's actually our calamansi vinegar, which you can see the tag right here. The calamansi vinegar, the calamansi fruit is a fruit from the Philippines. It's really unique. It's kind of a cross between a lemon and an orange. And so it comes out with this big burst of citrus flavor. And then with the ceviche, then it adds a little bit more of that kind of sweetness and tanginess and enriches the flavor from just using the traditional lime juice in the dish.
Very nice. Now, is vinegar something you guys are known for then?
It is. I can confidently say that we have the best vinegars in the world in our shop.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, so it really comes out with some unique flavors. We make our vinegars in a unique process, which really adds to it.
Okay, so is this done now, or do you need more steps?
So this would actually be done for about 3-4 hours.
Okay.
You would just stick it in the refrigerator and let it cook.
Oh, okay.
And then, so it's pretty simple from there. Then all we would do at the end of that time is we just add our onions, so about a half of an onion, and then you have 2 avocados, 2 diced tomatoes, and finish with some cilantro at the end. And so it's actually a very
I can't wait, man.
easy dish. It's not difficult to make at all.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite. So while I'm eating this, is the versatility of your products, like the vinegar, for example, is that what attracts people to your store?
Yeah, it's one of the many things, but definitely the vinegar is one thing we're certainly known for, because our vinegar is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. The great balance of both the tartness and the sweetness. It's just perfectly blended together.
Good, great.
Very nice.
But yeah, our vinegars we make it different in process than anybody else in the world. So everyone else is taking a inexpensive balsamic vinegar, which is a grape vinegar, and then tossing some fruit juice in it, so they might add raspberry juice to it to make a raspberry vinegar. The difference in what we're doing is we're actually taking raspberry wine. So we're taking raspberries, making actual raspberry wine, and then turning the raspberry wine into raspberry vinegar.
That's awesome.
And then reinfusing some of the must of the raspberry. So it comes out with
Thank you so much.
Authentic. Thank you.
This has been awesome. And thanks for tuning in. I hope you'll catch us next time on Open Seating.